Welcome to the 290 Mo podcast. I appreciate your time. If you could, introduce yourself for my viewers and listeners.
My name is Love Child. From out west, R&B singer, songwriter, producer, director.
For sure. So glad I got you up here, man. So what I like to do is I like to get as much as the full story as I can in this little amount of time. So if you don't mind, we're gonna start from the top, man. What was your experience like growing up out west?
Out west, fun.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of fun. Shit, I hooped growing up.
Mm-hmm.
I hooped and played football.
You was big as hell.
Yeah, I played football like up until freshman year of high school. Then it was just hooping.
I was definitely a footballer. What position in basketball?
Shit, forward.
Yeah, was that like your early aspirations? What was your early aspirations coming up?
I always wanted to do music.
Always?
Yeah, always. Since I was like 7, 8.
And why exactly was that? Was it family influence?
I got an uncle who sing, and I watched my mother manage him, him in the group and all that shit. Then I watched him get signed to Death Row. So it was like I seen it. I seen somebody win doing it.
So he your uncle,
Yeah.
and he was actually signed to Death Row. You ever seen any you know what I'm saying, any interactions with Death Row? Any of them?
Yeah, like I met Suge. You know, like I went out there for a summer before.
And what was that experience like? Obviously, it impacted you. You know what I'm saying?
It was
tremendous.
cool. By this time, when I met him though, he was just like got out of jail and shit. So it was like he was like kind of being on good behavior. So it was like shit. I watched him like be. I don't know. For one, when I met him, he was smaller than what I thought. Then I watched him be like, kind of like telling my uncle, like, calm down, don't stop all that cussing. My pastor, right? It was like, damn, it was like a whole nother person. I said, like, then what TV show?
For sure. So you said you always saw yourself doing this. How early did you start? You know what I'm saying, making music, or when did you start making music?
I feel like I started writing songs since I probably was like 11, 12 years old. Cause my mother, like when my uncle got signed, and like I used to talk to my uncle while he was signed to Death Row. So like he there talking to me on certain weekends, and he telling me about what's going on. But my mother telling me like the business side. My mother telling me like, you know, you might not want to sing, you might want to write. So she got me looking in the credits of different albums and shit, seeing the different writers who you don't normally like. You don't even know who that person is. So she like explaining to
Didn't
me,
even know they had writers. Goddamn.
she explaining to me the fact of like them people can still live their life. Like they can go take their kids to Disneyland and you won't even know who they is, but they got all of the money while this person got the fame. So she was like putting me up on that, putting me up on publishing companies. So it was like that was early.
So early, you say you was doing a lot of writing. Was it just because that was part of it? Did you ever want to be a writer, or?
Shit, I just wanted to make my own songs.
Now, those songs, when did you start recording? Do you remember when you start actually recording?
Yeah.
How old was that?
I
So
was
we
a
writing
kid.
at 11 and we
I was
recording
a
at.
kid, bro. Let me tell you how I first recorded. Do you remember tapes?
Hell yeah.
Look, right. Hey, so look, right.
Daddy takes right.
You remember
My
blank?
daddy was a
You
preacher.
remember the blank tapes, right?
Yeah.
Or if like even if you want to record over a tape that wasn't a blank tape, you would put like tissue or something inside the little hole thing to make it to where you record over. So my sister, my oldest sister, Asia, used to have me like singing different songs, like having 2 radios. So it'd be like playing the music on this and recording my vocals like while it's playing in the bathroom. Then when they record on that tape, we record over that part and then do backgrounds and all that type of shit over it.
And you said your sister was engineering?
She was just having me like, learn this song, do this. Like this is like my first
Producing.
producer.
Right. She's still producing right now?
No.
Okay.
She not even into that, but it was like because I was into it.
Okay.
It was like, she was like, you got to do this. Like she told me, if you really want to learn how to sing, you got to go to church. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where all the singers really come from.
And
so I went to church.
Just based off that advice?
Based off of that. I went to church, got in the choir, and learned shit though.
Was that true?
Yeah, I feel like, hell yeah. I got in church and it was this one boy named Blake. And he had like a strong ass voice as a kid. I'm like, how the fuck you doing that? So I got next to him to like learn how to sing with this. You know what I'm saying? It was like, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I went to church, to learn how to sing.
So church taught you how to sing?
Yeah, it teach you vocal control. That's why if you paying attention, you know what I'm saying?
So, was it like one of the battling churches? Like, y'all was just doing regular service and shit?
It was all type of shit. Cause it was like, like we used to travel.
Right, that's all. Cause I just interviewed somebody. She was she was in school and they was like a battling choir. Like they used to go battle other choirs and shit. I like in the movies and shit. I'm like, oh yeah, that shit raw as hell.
Yeah, our choir was like that in school too.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's dope, man. So, coming up, you know what I'm saying, from out west, you know what I'm saying. What did you always want to be a singer? Like, was you know what I'm saying? What was it about singing that gravitated towards you?
I think it was first just seeing my uncle,
The
them,
ladies,
seeing my mom and them, seeing like the work that went into it, then seeing my uncle do it, and then it became like, it was different. The girls liked it.
Yeah, for sure.
It was like it was that, but then
wish I could sing.
but then it became how you make it cool and relatable though to the niggas you hanging around to.
Yeah, for sure.
So it was like I feel like all that was development of it, of my sound.
For sure. I feel like, and that's something, you know what I'm saying. I feel like that's something we always got from R&B, you know what I'm saying. With, you know what I'm saying, we got one of the goats, you know what I'm saying, from the rap, you know what I'm saying. He kills, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
we know, you know what I'm saying. Shit, ain't nothing motherfuckers sing. They can sing. Fuck you talking about, bro. For sure, yeah. For sure. Yeah, or just boy, you know what I'm saying. Real niggas. Period. You know what I'm saying. Like you ain't gotta be motherfuckers. Think like just cause you sing, you know what I'm saying, you smoke some type shit, like no.
Yeah, and that was the thing that I didn't like about it. And I feel like that made me early on. I wrote songs that was like tougher. You know what I'm saying? Like, but because that was being around certain niggas too, though. It was like you want to make it to where the niggas around you, they like it. They can pop that shit too, or feel like they can pop it too.
For sure.
But it was like shit. You learn too though, as you keep going. What people really gravitate to is the vulnerability in songs. Anyway, so it'd be like, yeah, you could talk the the braggadocious shit, but people be wanting to hear, tell me when you felt like a fool.
That real, they want to hear that real shit.
Yeah,
real shit. You really go through.
Yeah, them be the songs that I realize that resonate the most.
For sure. So if you could, man, talk to me kind of about your early subject matter. You know what I'm saying? Because R&B is kind of like a. Cause I feel like people always be like rap is vulgar and shit. I'm like R&B is vulgar. You know what I'm saying?
And that's a look. Somebody told me, it was one of my sister friends. She told me this too early too, cause my mama used to hate my songs when I was a kid. It was like I was talking about shit I ain't had no business talking about. But somebody told me young, like sex sells. So it was like that was all I was writing about, and I wasn't even fucking yet.
Right.
Like how you writing about shit?
That's why I want to know, like, what the fuck is you singing about at 11, nigga? You ain't had your heart broken, nothing.
Trying to write about shit that I ain't had no business writing about.
Oh, bro,
man, and it came because of my sister friend told me sex sells. Like all of the woo woo woos. Right. Like no, we want to hear some sexy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that fucked me up as a kid.
Right. Oh, surely. So, you know what I'm saying? You writing, you recording. Let's talk about the name. Was Love Child the first name? Was it iterations, and like how did it start? What do you start how we get here?
I ended up making it a stage name because it was something that my mother said to me about me and my siblings. She told me I was the love child out of all of my siblings. Like I was the one that was made when they was all in love. Like, you know what I'm saying? So she's like, you was the love child. So it was like, okay. And that stuck to me. And then I heard Kels use it in a song when he, from beyond this bed of mine I see, and a love child will, you know what I'm talking about? That love child will be born shit. I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta do that shit.
So has this been your first and only name?
No. At first I was going by my name, Willie Neal.
Okay.
I was just going by my, but I still do production under my name though.
Okay.
So you will hear Willie Neal go crazy on the beat.
Yeah, I've definitely heard that name, bro. I've heard both of your names, man. I'm glad I got you up here, man. So, let me ask you this, man. So once you get into the decide that you're gonna do music, what's your family reaction? Is it like, you know what I'm saying, focus on school, do music later? Is it like we know the game, so we're gonna go full fledged in this shit? Like what's that reaction on that side of it?
I feel like after everything with my uncle, most of my family was kind of jaded. Like they kind of like didn't even, they kind of looked at the industry like, but I still was on it. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like a lack of support, because if it was anything going on and I told them, they coming. You know what I'm saying? But shit, I feel like they just kind of fell back from it after that shit. Like I know, especially my mama did.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, ah.
Mm-hmm. For sure. So but you never, you know what I'm saying, ever lost that love for the music ever.
Never.
So once you decide you're gonna be an artist and you doing this shit, what's the goal now? You know what I'm saying?
See, it changed because of the way the industry changed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like it was a time where it was you want to get discovered, you want to get a deal, and you want to do all that. And I was like, no, I just want to get people that's gonna listen to it because they already using the streaming platform.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like put it out there and get people to go listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that that's feasible. You can live off of
For
it.
sure.
And they acting like you can't. Like the narrative they creating is false.
Right, for sure.
Like they creating a narrative that streaming money ain't no money.
Yeah.
So why do the labels want to own your song?
Right, exactly. They be on the YouTubes. Yeah, that's a lot, Joe. I ain't
streaming money.
I ain't,
Money.
Yeah, I
They
ain't
trying to tell artists that you got to go get shows to get the money. How many executives you seen go do a show?
some artists, but
How many executives you seen before?
certain artists, what's the Sauce Walker dude? He'll break it all down. Like how he do everything straight off streams, a certain amount of money, all that shit. Like that shit definitely possible. And I definitely, you know what I'm saying, apply anybody that take that route too, because that's like the best way you can stay owning your product, even if you do go major. You know what I'm saying? You got your basically your masters type shit on, bro. Already.
And I just think it's just a matter of the way you look at it too, though. Like if you know what pays what and how to collect, once you know that shit, I think you should start putting your music out.
Mm-hmm.
Like once you know how to sign up for Sound Exchange, you know where the revenue coming from. You know how to collect it, or your distributor or your aggregator gonna collect it for you. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no, you just talking Spanish, but yeah.
I'm saying like like the tune cores or the
yeah, for sure.
or distro keys and all that. They gonna collect your master royalty from the streamer, but then Sound Exchange gonna collect, and it's something that people sleep on too. I feel like a lot of people here don't be paying Pandora. Pandora, gold man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pandora, gold man. If you know how to use it, like if you sign up for the little AMP shit, and you could take your songs and put them on campaigns, and they stream your songs all throughout they shit, and you collect royalties from that on Sound Exchange. But people don't be under. It's a lot of people that I noticed that they don't do it because I go check their shit.
Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I talk to a lot of people all the time. They just be like, I'll be like, they don't even know about the distro kids and shit. And that's just a little knowledge I know. But you know what I'm saying? What did you know what I'm saying? Do you gain all your knowledge on the business just from coming up in the family, or did you have to do more research? Or
most of it came from my uncle. Like I say, I used to talk to him. So I was learning a lot of what not to do. And then just researching. Like it was, I think the first person was this white boy named Ari Hairstand or something like that. And he put out a little book. I don't even remember the name of it. But he got like a site and all type of shit with just a bunch of information on how this shit worked. And I started reading that. I started looking into Indie on the Move on how to book venues and all that type of shit. Everything really there. And then once you see that, once you realize it's just about knowing how to use Google, and knowing how to, you know what I'm saying, know how to
all
ask
that
it what
shit.
you looking for.
There's phones, all that shit a tool, bro, for whatever you want to do. That shit
know
a
how
tool,
to use
bro.
it. It's like everything that's getting done, you got to realize somebody doing it.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So
no, I definitely understand on surety. So let me ask you this. Earlier we talked about, you know what I'm saying, how you basically started off writing. So let's talk about your creative process now. You know what I'm saying? Do you still write? You freestyling, you punching in and out? What's the vibes on that now?
I barely write, but I do write sometimes. Like I barely do. Like I'll jot certain stuff down in the phone, but most of the time it's just I make a beat and then I'll mumble a melody. And as I'm mumbling the melody to the music, what I try to do is go with the first thing that came to my mind though too, instead of overthinking it. So I'll mumble me a melody, and as I'm doing that, certain words will come.
This in the studio on the mic or on the way to the studio?
Mic. No, I'm saying like this is when I'll make the beat, load the beat up, set it up, and get in front of the mic. And
so you record yourself as well?
Yeah, everything you hear, I record that shit sitting in my kitchen, bro. Like my house is my setup. Like, you know what I'm saying? I live by myself.
I feel you. You know what I'm saying? I definitely feel you. Damn. So we got 100 more questions to ask now on Shorty. So, you know what I'm saying? When did you make the transition to, or did it always be like that just from your knowledge in the game? Like, how did you know what I'm saying, decide to
making beats and shit.
I guess I want to know like the whole in-house thing, you know what I'm saying? Just recording yourself, making beats. Like, what made you decide to take that all in-house? Because like you were saying, it's people that do everything.
Me seeing it, me being exposed to it. I'm with my uncle, and he taking me to places like cribs and shit, and it's people that got shit set up. So I'm nosy. What's this? What this is? I'm asking questions. I'm asking what this preamp is, what's this compressor.
I knew that shit possible.
Yeah, and I'm seeing like, okay, and I'm looking this shit up on Sam Ash or Guitar Center, seeing what this shit costs. Like this what I'm doing in school.
Bro.
I'm all in school looking up
Guitar Center. That's my favorite store.
Me too. Bro. I'm looking this shit up, seeing what this shit costs. Damn, I gotta try to get this. And then you go through this. Damn, this all I need. No, that ain't all you need, nigga. But you think that's all you need. I remember when I got my first turntables, thinking this all I need right here. No, nigga, that shit just look good on TV, nigga.
That's what I be trying to tell. I was trying to tell baby mama, so I'm like, yeah, this is the last camera I'm buying. Yeah. This is the only camera I need.
Yeah, you fall right into that trap. Motherfucker be consuming.
For real, on Shorty. So also about your creative process, man. What made you start making beats? You know what I'm saying? Was it something?
I had nobody to make them for me.
There you go.
I ain't had nobody to make them. Shit, that's the same reason. That's what made me. I didn't have a studio to go to. I need to. Shit, let me figure out how to get my own. Shit, I didn't have nobody to shoot videos. I'm gonna get a camera. I'm gonna get the slide on its own.
You ain't never shot your own video.
Man, that's what. Yes. Yeah. I got sliders, all type of shit, man. That just gonna do that move on its own.
So before we get there, we're gonna get there, man. So with making beats, man, or just making doing everything on your own, period. How did it go? You know what I'm saying? Was it always copacetic? Like, did you do a song, you was like, I don't like how it sounded? Did you have to work the equipment to make it sound good, or did everything just fall into place?
Nah, I feel like it's a forever learning thing.
For sure.
And then it's like, I think anybody who produce or make songs, right, they got some shit you never gonna hear. Cause that shit whack to them.
For sure, bro.
You know I'm saying, cause it's something they was experimenting with, but then they'll probably go back and be like, damn.
I feel like you should put that shit out though.
I know. I save some of them songs and I go back and I go and finish them, or I go.
Like when I record artists, I be like, shorty, if it's a complete song and they may not like it, I be like, just put it out. Somebody gonna like that shit, shorty.
That's what it is. It's just you playing with shit.
Sure, yeah.
I think everybody got something where it's like, man, nah, I don't know.
That shit in the vault
or some shit. Like I know I have songs. Like I make certain songs that I make just to get out of me too. Like as far as like emotions, right? Like I say, it's easy to make the braggadocious shit. It's like I'm hurt, right? And this how I'm finna get rid of it out of me. I make the song and I don't wanna talk about it no more. I'm done with it now. But the thing about that is them be the songs that people like. And it's like, damn, I don't even want to sing that shit for y'all.
Yep, for sure.
I don't want to sing that I was jealous.
For sure. It'd be that.
You know what I'm saying?
It'd be the music, you know what I'm saying? It'd be what people think but don't say out loud. When one fucking say it on a song, we're gonna be in the car in the shower singing the shit out that song.
So, them be the ones they like.
So with you know what I'm saying, being like a one-man band, as far as your creative process, have you had people like try to, you know what I'm saying, like producers try to like put you under their wing or like reach out to you like, bro, we should do some sort of collaboration or something like that? Or
not really to put me under their wing or nothing like that, but like I always, you know, I get different people that say, you get the less work conversation. But you know how that shit be. But I've worked with different people. You know what I'm saying? But mostly with my little brother, because my little brother producing rap too. And then he more, what is it? Extroverted. You know what I'm saying? He more friendly with niggas and shit. Like I don't even really like niggas in the studio with me, honestly. Cause I'm trying shit. So it's like I don't wanna get influenced by nobody's opinion. I wanna finish it. And then if you like it, you like it. I don't wanna have a motherfucking do this or you know what I'm saying? Like or waiting on somebody to be here. That's what I used to go through too. Like making beats and shit. And you waiting on the niggas to start vibing.
Bro, I used to hate that shit. I drop a beat.
And it's like, nah, you gotta finish that shit out. So even then I used to have to put on headphones to tune niggas out,
Mm-hmm.
like when niggas would be in the studio. But I used to hate when niggas was in the studio. But my little brother would stay bringing niggas to the studio.
What's proper studio etiquette in the studio with you then?
Say proper studio etiquette.
Yeah.
If you cause I will do sessions, but like if you the person that I'm working with, don't bring a bunch of people that ain't on that
That don't got nothing to do with that.
Shit.
Bro, I hate that. I'm gonna bring
I don't
fat
even
niggas to an interview. Don't nobody else rap or sing or
care
nothing.
about you drinking and smoking, but respect the space.
Yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? But other than that, like shit, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's really it. That's the only thing I don't like when it's other niggas telling you what to do.
Mm-hmm. With that being said, man, what's your views on like features? Like, is that something that you do? Something you rather not do? Something that
I do features.
What's the vibes on that?
I do features. It's just I just understand that a lot of people don't know the business. So niggas be wanting you to do features on beats that they don't own and shit, and it be like, damn, that was a good exercise. Like I got some really good ass songs on features, but it's like, damn, what's going on with that shit? Yeah. Or like, they ain't own the beat or something, or they got it off YouTube. They did them a nice ass song too, and I done jumped on it with them. Right. But it's like, what's up? We can't. Let's find. I don't even know who made the beat. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't like that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
The fact that other people don't be knowing the business part of it.
What about, you know what I'm saying? Talk to me about the peers, your peers in the industry that you're a part of. You know what I'm saying? Like the singers that you know what I'm saying? That's I don't know like how the levels y'all consider on the R&B side, but you know what I'm saying? The people that's in your bracket. Like, what's the R&B industry like in the city?
In the city?
Yeah.
Man, honestly, God, right? When only other person I can think of, right? That's like, to me, that's a nigga who music I listen to is what's GS the brand. You know who that is?
I'm familiar.
Like I like him. Like, as far as like, other than that, I don't really know. Like, I don't see too many niggas doing R&B in the city, like young niggas.
For sure.
See that?
Yeah, for sure.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, in the city.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Facts. Bro. So, what would you say? Like, I've never heard it personally, but I've had R&B guests. You know what I'm saying? They made comments like, people may say like R&B is dead. What do you feel when you hear comments like that?
I don't think none of it's dead. Make some hot shit. Shit, if it's dead, make it. You know what I'm saying? That mean that it's open for you to come snap and do something if it's dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand what that mean when people say that. I feel like that's people excusing themselves.
Right. I'm sure. No, I definitely think it's a conversation starter, but at the same time, I think people just ain't listening for real.
Shit, how? It's R&B songs.
That's why people just ain't listening. That's why I said people just ain't listening for real. I'm sure. So when you making a song, is it always do you consider, when you making a song, do you be like, I gotta have a song for the radio, one for the club, one for the late nights on 290, or is it just always a vibe when you create?
I try to, sometimes I get into a sound, I guess, as far as like I look at shit like, man, I want to make something that sound like a basement party. You remember that old I want to do some shit that sound like, let's turn on some black lights and some grind and shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to make some shit.
Pretty Ricky, bro.
Or I want to do some shit that got that Jamaican feel. You know what I'm saying? I get into shit like that, but not really. I want to make something for the radio, because I ain't chasing the radio. Like, I'm trying to get people. You know what I'm saying? And just have fun making this shit.
For sure. Another question I ask a lot of artists, man, if you don't mind, I want to get your opinion on like I see a lot of slot giveaways in the contests and the certain shit like that, like to perform for certain incentives. Is that something that you participate in, or do you recommend that to other upcoming artists?
It's fishy. I feel like when you know business, not just this business, but when you know business, you just gotta look at certain things and see where you fall in line in business in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Because some things could be beneficial. Because I won't say not to do all of it, but I feel like for the most part, most of the shit be scams. Most of it, a lot of people, bro, I feel like a lot of this industry is built off of hustling independent artists. like everybody charging an artist for something. You know what I'm saying? Everybody making
somebody do everything.
Everybody making the artist pay though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, pay $1,000 to get on this slot, and then charge 10 artists $1,000 to get on this slot to book the person. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, the artist paid for it anyway. It's like everything be built off of hustling and niggas anyway. But it's like, just pay attention to if it's beneficial to you or not, or what you can do with it. You know what I'm saying? If it's worth it. But because I've been a part of certain things, like, yeah, that's how you learn. That's how you learn what the hell going on. You gotta, that's what paying the dues is, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Now, do you, being an artist, do you ever get discouraged?
I won't, as far as what, like, I never.
Like, do you ever be like, fuck this shit, I'm finna go be a doctor?
No. Like, that's one thing I can say. I never felt like I'm finna go be something else. Never.
Nothing on the side, you know?
No. I mean, I of course I had little jobs, you know.
Yeah,
you
nothing like that, but like, you know what I'm saying?
But like, I ain't never felt like, man, fuck that music shit. Yeah. Even when I started shooting, I love filming too. I ain't never felt like I'm done with doing music. Never.
For sure.
I don't understand when people say that.
It don't be real passion. Yeah. I don't know. It's like that shit attached to me.
I understand getting emotional or feeling discouraged about probably not getting wins on certain things, right? Like niggas that sign up for contests and shit like that, and then they banking on another nigga voting for them to win. Like, all right, you got it, but I'm not getting discouraged by that shit. Like, no, because what I realize is it's a group of people for everybody, bro.
Facts.
Like, it's whatever it is you do, it's a tribe out there for you that's gonna rock with you. They might be scattered, they might be all over, but they there.
Facts.
It's your job to put this shit out here and make sure they find that shit.
Facts. Now, as an artist that does everything as far as the creating process, what is your favorite part about what you do, from the recording to the beat making to the performing to what's your favorite part? If you can do one thing every day, all day, what would it be? If you had to pick for a week, like you only can record, that's it for a week.
Changing the mumbling to words.
Yeah.
Like that part of the.
Do you record that, or do you just do that with the beat?
Like that's what I'm saying. I record the mumbling part, and then I'll listen to that over and over, and I'm turning that into words. That's my favorite part of it, because it's like a puzzle. It's like the song is already written, and all I'm doing is putting the pieces together. Because like I look at this shit like, this shit ain't ours. Like these songs and shit, it's not ours. This shit,
I never heard nobody say that. What you
shit,
that?
This shit is God's, bro. This shit coming, it gotta come. Like, so whatever idea you have, right? Whatever idea you have that you might be sitting on, and I guarantee everybody feel like this, right? You done had an idea, and all of a sudden it came to fruition somewhere else, because it's not your idea. The idea is God's, and it gotta come. And if you sit on it, that's your fault for sitting on it. And that's what I realized that about songs.
Like, I should have did that shit.
Yeah,
that was my idea.
It's the same thing with songs. I realized, like, man, just make that shit, man. And it's not mine though, but like I feel like the melody is like the main thing that captivates. So that's why I don't worry about the words. I just record the melody first, and then I turn in the words, and then the words I take and relate it to me. You know what I'm saying? And that's the puzzle part. I'm taking the words and connecting it and making it be relatable to myself.
For sure. Well, what's the least favorite part? Or if you could take anything away about what you do, what would it be and why?
Shit, mixing, mastering.
Yeah, that shit tough.
Yeah, doing that shit. I wish I did have an engineer. Yeah. Like, you
that shit finna get easier. All this AI shit on bro. AI just gonna do it.
But it's still different than that human touch though.
For sure.
Yeah, because it's like human know the right kind of error to put it in and everything.
If it's anything that I could go to school for, it'll probably be that, bro. Just the engineering, get that mix and master, get that radio and CD sound, and get that shit down packed, like glass every time. I go to class for that, bro.
That 3D sound.
Sure.
Yeah.
Play my shit in a damn stadium, bro. Sure. So that's dope, man. So with your career now and the direction that you headed in, I talk to a lot of artists who like feel like they got to get out of the city to really, you know what I'm saying, feel like to go where they want to go. As an artist yourself, do you feel like you got to hit a LA or Miami or Atlanta to really, or you feel like you can get everything you want to get here?
You don't have to move, but you definitely got to travel. And I don't think you got to travel to them bigger cities though. you gotta realize them bigger cities got the same shit going on too. Going to LA, nigga, it's a million of you that came and they live there.
Bro.
It's a million of you that went to Miami and Atlanta, New York, that did that. You know what I'm saying? Your best bet is to go to the smaller towns. Go hit the smaller towns and make them know you. Go bring them back to you. You know what I'm saying? But you can stay. It don't matter. It don't matter where you live.
For sure.
But I think you got to travel though. You got to go touch people. It's like running a campaign for a president or running any of that shit. You got to go move. You got to go shake some hands. You got to go do it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like you have to go do that part in order for motherfuckers to feel like they touched you, like they know you. But you got to bring them back to your pond.
For sure. Now, as somebody who's an artist and makes music, do you shop your music? Like, do you send your music to other artists? Do you send like songs to other artists, or do you keep like all your shit like in house unless it's a specific project?
For the most part, I'll just make music. Like, and if somebody want a song, like somebody hear something that it's like I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, be like, shit, you could redo it or you can have it. You know what I'm saying? Or it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have nobody who I have in mind that I think like, let me go make something for them. It don't be like that. But if I meet somebody and they want to get in, all right, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Can we get your top 3 R&B singers of all time?
Top 3, R. Kelly, Danny Boy, and shit. I gotta say, shit, it's a toss up between The Dream and T-Pain.
Okay. I don't know if I'm qualified to say. I don't know if Pain. You think Pain? He like a singer? You consider him a singer?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a good ass title. Cause Dream that he got some shit. He wrote some shit too.
No,
sure, he got some shit.
T-Pain too, bro. All them was cold.
I'm sure.
I don't feel like nobody can, and I don't know if I'm being biased because it's my uncle, but I don't think nobody vocally can fuck with my uncle. I don't think nobody can.
Yeah.
Outside of shit, who he looked to.
Right.
Like, he made me pay attention to Stevie Wonder. It made me pay attention to what's his name? Stokely. Like, oh, okay, this who you like. You know what I'm saying? But like that, I don't know nobody who got vocals like my uncle.
So who would you say, you know what I'm saying, right now is like at the top of the game right now? Like who's
at the top of the game on the R&B side?
Yeah. Male or female?
Money Long. Shit, I feel like she is. Like her shit is the way her shit going. Her shit work. She got some sauce. She know what she doing.
Do you listen to other artists often, being an artist, or do you listen to yourself? Even you create your own music, so you gotta listen to that shit 100 times because you gotta mix and master. So
I honestly try not to listen to too much of other people though.
You gotta play that shit in the Odyssey ass sound.
I don't want to bite. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like people subconsciously bite.
Yeah, subconscious natural.
Yeah, so
if that shit hot, you gon'.
So that's why I try not to listen to too much of nobody that's like me, or who would I think would be like me. Like I feel like, let me see, like a Ty Dolla $ign or Trey Songz, or even like I realized like even a Jacquees though, and the thing that make me realize this too though, and it's certain artists, right? I understand why to have respect for the artists before me. I understand that from running ads. You start seeing who opened the door for you. Like you get to see, like, even when it come down to the venues, like you get to see the venues that they was in, the smaller venues that took this type of artists, like you know what I'm saying? And this the reason why you're supposed to have respect for the motherfuckers before you. Like, it don't even got nothing to do with you liking their music or none of that shit. It's just about, if they already succeeded in a certain space, you need to get your head out your ass and see what it is that they did, or what doors it is that they had to go through, because that being that there was a door open for you.
For sure.
But a lot of people get in their head and now I don't listen to this. I try not to listen to niggas because I don't want to bite a nigga. I want to be more original. So I more so listen to rap mostly. But like shit, honestly, Billie Eilish, Cole. I listen to a lot of Billie Eilish.
You gotta check it out.
Cole.
For sure. Man, what's the goal, man? What's the goal when it's all said and done and you're rocking chair and everything great? What you want everything to look like? What you hope to accomplish?
Rocking chair. when I'm old, shit, I want land. I want a compound. Shit, I want some shit that I started in a trust, and family got to follow these rules to get access to this bread. You know what I'm saying? I want to have trust babies. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, hell yeah, for sure. What about on the music side? What's your goal on the music?
Music is just shit. I just want to. Right now, what I'm know is everything changing. So it's like, as long as I retain ownership, I'll be able to maneuver with the
What
music.
do you mean by everything changing?
As far as we don't really know, like in 20 years, or how the technology gonna be, or how people gonna receive music, right? Like music.
20 years, music that shit's gonna be like zap to your brain.
Ain't no, we don't really know. I feel like, let me tell you what I think.
It's gonna be.
Let me tell you how I think music.
Blu-rays and shit.
I think music is gonna turn into this. You're gonna program your own voice. You're gonna be able to program. You're gonna be able to hear the song in your voice.
Yeah,
that's what I think. I think technology gonna be like that. Like it's like you don't know. It's so far beyond our.
When I learn a song word for word, that's how I hear it anyway.
Exactly, and I think that's how everybody really want to hear the shit anyway. You really want to hear you popping that shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody.
So you recording and you doing that shit. Oh damn!
I'm talking about even with like I'm in your car.
Yeah,
and you listen to whoever it is you listen to.
I'm him,
and they popping that shit, but it's playing in your voice.
Yeah, I'm him.
That's how I feel like that shit gonna be, bro.
Yeah, man, ain't gonna tell me
it's gonna be. You gonna have to just buy this new song and upload it to whatever and hear it back in your voice. It ain't gonna even matter who the artist is.
Yeah, that shit. It definitely ain't gonna be no more physical media on show. Well, I meant like the CD.
Music first came. That shit was about selling the player. It wasn't about selling the music. It was about selling the tape player or the CD or the disc player or the 8-track. It was about selling the player. It was about selling some technology. It wasn't about music.
Yeah, that shit. That part of it gonna be all. That's part of the game.
It's always like that though. It's always like right now. Before this, and this is another thing about the streaming shit. The streaming shit low key just save shit too.
That's why I said ain't gonna be no more players. You just gonna be able to play that shit from whatever device you got. That shit gonna.
We was stealing music before streaming shit.
Man, I'm still.
Motherfuckers still stealing the music.
Right.
But I'm saying we was on. What was that shit? LimeWire. Everybody had viruses on their computer.
LimeWire, motherfucker.
Everybody had
right
that.
Now it's YouTube MP3 on, bro.
It's
that shit right off.
Apple Music and Spotify and YouTube.
Yeah.
Shit, and now you can get paid from it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That's the benefit of it. Like it's like you don't gotta. It wouldn't have been no other way for you to see my music next to Drake, or on the same platform as Drake before that shit.
Yeah, real. Yeah,
you wouldn't have seen my.
Put your shit on World Style.
Right.
That shit on, bro.
In order to do that though, it would have costed a lot of money
for sure
to be on World Style.
Yeah,
You couldn't walk in Best Buy or Walmart and get our music.
Next to an interview with the first buddy that was he was like a real estate dude, but he was putting videos on like World Style earlier, so he was paying like 30-80K to post shit on the first page on, bro. But that's why I be telling artists too, like you gotta invest in yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like that's part of the game, you know what I'm saying? Like if you see like a Lil Wayne album commercial on YouTube just didn't post that because they fuck with Wayne. Like that's promotion. That's part of you gotta do that.
Pay for that.
You gotta pay
for that. Part of a campaign. Somebody's campaign.
Right, exactly. So definitely artists invest in yourself, man. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? We smoke a lot of that shit that you can start putting shit in. You can start with putting $10-$20 into shit. You know, you can put $10 in the ad, you know what I'm saying?
So like man, you going to get weed every day, you could definitely throw something on here.
Exactly. Bro.
See something, see what happened.
Right.
And when I learned some shit from that too though. And I feel like the way you really supposed to run them ads is you just off the psychology of people, right? Like people outside of the US, they be more fans of what they see, what we do.
For sure.
So run your ads there first. And it's cheaper.
I never thought of it.
It's cheaper running ads into them places, right? And then now what you just did is your numbers up a little bit, and you able to make a little bit of money if you built a little fan base outside, right? So now when you start running it to your area or in the US, I feel like you're supposed to close it in, like go out in.
No, that's a good ass idea. I never heard nobody say that.
I feel like when you do that, now because we tricked, bro. Like as far as our mental kind of fucked up here. In order for us to fuck with it, we gotta see 1 million people already fuck with it. We gotta see something that they already fuck with and feel late to it. Instead of we don't want to be the ones to really discover shit for the most.
I know.
I'm just saying that's the psychology of most people, bro. They follow us
for sure,
and it's like go get the numbers that way first, and now they see it. And it's like, oh shit, this shit on to something, and keep pumping it in. Now work your way in.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely gonna take heed to that. That's something I'm gonna start implementing ASAP, man. Before you get up out of here, man, let's talk about like what you doing right now, what you working on right now, what's coming up soon, like what's going on right now.
So all last year I was just dropping singles, and so right now for this first quarter I'm finna package them.
And bro, I could have sworn you had like a whole lot of shit going on, like as far as like your production and shit. Cause Felice be blasting your shit, and I be seeing that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I could have sworn there's like some other shit going on, but
just been just dropping shit. You know what I'm saying? But I dropped some singles, and I'm finna package them up into a project that I'm calling No Strings Attached. And I think I'm gonna drop this probably by like Valentine's Day, and it's a couple more.
It's Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it's a couple more
you
songs
working?
that's gonna be with it.
Okay.
But
how many tracks?
14 altogether.
Oh yeah, you working.
Yeah, I mean I got so many projects and ideas. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it's just timing and trying to work with these algorithms and systems and seeing how to do certain shit. It's like you get tired of putting shit out and you getting a couple, but it's like I'm trying to figure certain shit out.
Yeah, it's a game for sure. It's a game. You gotta learn how to play it on, bro. With with this project coming out, is it another project when it's you on all the production? Like, did you get a beat from somebody or a feature for somebody, or is it strictly
on this? It's all me. It's all the production is me. It's one song, and I'm thinking I might put on there as a bonus song, but it's a rap song, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's the song so hard though.
Is that something they're gonna be expecting? Like what?
I mean, the song is. They
like
know
they
song.
expected, or they
reason
like,
why
oh shit,
people know the song is because I mean it'll like conceptual wise it'll go with the project as far as the No Strings Attached thing, but it's like it's still not the everything else is more R&B, and then this shit is some straight strip club shit
for sure.
Like, and it's
that's why I say give us a synopsis on that, man, because that's how a nigga like me live his life. You know what I'm saying? Talking shit, man.
It's a song called Tag Team.
How?
It's a song called Tag Team I got with Kiwi Marie, and it's shit hard. And I love performing this song. Like when we perform this song, that motherfucker it go up every time.
For sure. So with you doing the entire production by yourself, Valentine's Day, are you doing all the rollout and promotion and everything by yourself as well? Or are you gonna work with a publicist to get that shit out just for the project? Or
I know publicists. I'm just as far as content and ads. That's the plan right now.
That's all it is. Content. That's all they gonna do now. Just talk shit. I don't know what they gonna do, but
all they gonna do is tell me to make content.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Yeah, they gonna probably run ads behind.
Yeah. That's what I think. I don't know. I ain't a professional, but that's just what I'll do.
You make a bunch of content and whatever do the best, that's what you run ads.
Yeah.
It's kind of simple, but it's just a part of doing the work. When you shoot the content.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been learning too about them titles and them thumbnails bro. Them titles and them thumbnails go a long way as well. So that's
another thing I'm really finna get into though, like with the vlogging.
Especially
with like building that YouTube channel is like,
especially YouTube thumbnails is like one of the top 3 like things to get seen on YouTube type shit.
The thumbnails and the titles.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It gotta be something that's gonna make a motherfucker wanna click it.
Hell yeah.
So you gotta figure out a way to make it general enough and interesting enough to make them click it.
I'm sure the motherfuckers clickbaiting with the damn thumbnails.
You can't do that. You made clickbaity.
Yeah.
It's God punishing you.
For sure. I'm sure. That's what's up, man. So other than a project coming out, you know what I'm saying, when you record music and you sitting and putting it in the vault, do you ever intend to put it out? Like, do songs ever get too old to ever get put out? Like we talked about songs that just probably never come out, but do songs just sitting in the vault, do they ever just get too old?
I do be feeling like that sometimes, but then another idea for a project will come, and it'll be like, shit, that'll fit
perfect,
and I can build more songs around that. You know what I'm saying? More updated, or I can go remix this and change these drums and make this way. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be like, ain't none of it too old. All of it can be used, and that's why I save it though. Cause like I know I can go. Like I got so many shits where I'm just mumbling. And I go
You saved them too?
yeah
Oh, yeah.
with a beat. Like I take days, right? I'm just finna make beats.
Motherfucker found your hard drive. Like, what the fuck is this?
No, I'm gonna tell you this, bro. Because when I have people over and I show them that shit, they always say shit like, "You need to put that out."
Oh yeah, it's one of them.
Yeah, it'd be like
Bro.
all the time. Like you need to put out a whole mumbling, a whole thing, bro. You need to put that out, bro. This shit's so cold. And I'd be like, and that's what let you know though it's gonna be a good song because it's already there.
Yeah.
All you gotta do now is fill in the piece. That's what I'm saying. That's the fun part with the pieces, the puzzle. Like now when I make it the words, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah. So when they say that, you like, man, fuck y'all. So what we ever gonna hit at?
I feel like
At least 16 of them.
I feel like when some of the songs do what they need to do, when people know the songs, then I'll go back and I'll show.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'll go back and show you this where it came from.
Okay.
This how it started out. Cause I still have I saved the mumble track. Right. So I'll mute. This is how, like if I'm showing somebody a song in the studio, I'll show them the song and then I'll go mute the actual vocals that I made and I'll show them how I did it. Show them this what I do. I mumbled on it. And that's when it be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like just that people like that process. I should probably start filming that.
Yeah, you gotta film that, bro. That's like you just because the way you just said that just fucked my head up. You just turned mumble into words. That's what you saying?
Yeah. Like I mumble melody. Yeah. And I go back and edit that mumble into words.
Right. Yeah, that's deep on shorty. But I already like artists already real, they real intelligent, you know what I'm saying? It's just for just be able to freestyle a song and then listen to it a few times and then memorize the song in your head, then go perform it in front of people. Like that's real intellectual.
That should be hard too though. You got a lot of songs.
That's what I'm saying. That's why they say that nigga Wayne be forgetting songs on bro, but
imagine
he got like 3 million.
I forget shit sometimes.
Oh sure.
I trip up.
Yeah.
I be like shit. I can imagine this thing got way more songs than I got.
What's it like performing for you, and more specifically, what type of preparation goes into a performance?
Mostly performing around the crib. Like you know what I'm saying. I put my playlist together or whatever it is I'm gonna do, and try to figure out how I'm gonna relate the song to the people who I'm in. Because I guess that's one thing too though. As far as like I don't like doing too much talking. Like I don't want to sit up and I
don't want to do none of that. If I was an artist, I don't want to do none of that.
I'll be wanting the music to speak for itself.
For sure.
But I understand you gotta talk a little bit.
Yeah.
So
you don't even do it. You don't like doing it after the song neither.
No, I don't like doing none of that shit. I like performing the song. Right. You know what I'm saying? I like that. And you know what I'm saying? But and I guess when I perform, that's what I look for too, if I feel like I perform good or not. Like if I perform and I don't feel like I relate it to dancing, right? I relate this shit like to taking a girl dancing or something. Like if I don't get to perform and feel like I lost myself in this shit, it wasn't fun.
For sure.
Like if I'm up there and I'm still thinking about y'all looking at me and all that shit, if I ain't get to just go up here and by the end of that shit feel like shit, I had fun. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that shit felt good. It wasn't a good performance.
For sure. Do you feel like you dictate that? Like, do you dictate if it's a good performance or not?
I know that's on me.
So it don't matter to you. Like, how do you pay attention to like people in the crowd whom somebody might be in their phone or you know what I'm saying, shit like that, or how locked into the crowd? Do you pay attention to stuff like that, or do you just
not too much about if they ain't in their phone or no shit? No. I feel like for the most part, when people hear my music anyway, it be like, damn, because it be different than what everybody else just did. Everybody else just came in this bitch and probably shot this bitch up. You know what I'm saying? Then it probably just did something. It's like, damn, we done heard that shit all day. Then here I come. You made me want to get you pregnant. It's like, wait, well, let me see something. He's singing. Let me see this. So it'd be like, I feel like I get a lot of people stop doing what they doing when I perform. You know what I'm saying? But I'll try not to just be too nervous because you know you always gonna have them little butterflies beforehand. So it's like go out here and have fun and lose yourself the way you do at the crib, bro. Go on here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
that's something definitely I need to do. I had my first show. I thought I was gonna host that bitch. It was like 10 minutes before the show. I was like, hey, y'all, I can't do this, Joe. Get this somebody else, Joe.
For real?
Bro,
I can imagine though. Hosting probably gotta be nervous.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm good.
How you gonna be funny?
Right,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
And then I'm the type of nigga, if I do tell a joke, I'm just, what's up? You don't think that motherfucker ain't think that was funny, Joe? Now I don't want to tell no more jokes.
Right.
But no, man, I definitely appreciate your time coming through, man.
Yeah, appreciate you having me.
Definitely heard a lot about you, a lot of good things. Shout out to Felice, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
She definitely made the connection. Also, man, what let me ask you this, man. As an R&B artist, do you ever feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's like the genre is like convoluted? Like is it strictly like is R&B like is it R&B pop? Is it R&B or is it just
I feel like it go a lot of ways.
mm,
I feel like a lot of people don't really pay attention to me the biggest R&B that's winning is funk.
mm,
Like the Bruno Mars,
yeah.
the Childish Gambinos. To me, them the R&B.
So that's still R&B like
Yeah, that's still R&B, but it's funk.
mm,
But then you have more you got to me certain R&B artists like hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like the K Camp or the Jacquees. Like to me, these more like hip hop R&B artists. Then you got the Money Longs. These is like to me the R&B. This is to me that's the R&B.
grassroots type
Yeah,
shit.
like that's the R&B to me.
For sure.
Shit like that.
Well, for sure, man. I definitely appreciate your time, man. Appreciate you coming through, man. Before you get up out of here, let the people know where they can find your music, where they can find you on social media, how they can get up with you for work, all that
You
type.
can find me. All you gotta do is Google or search in any search engine. Love Child. It's spelled LVCHXLD.
For sure, for sure. Like I said, I appreciate your time. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Appreciate you
In a
having me.
minute, gang.
Yeah.